YouTube. All right, welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, I would not be talking about all women, even though it feels like it. And if it feels like I'm talking about you, you need to yourself because words only hurt whenever they are true. If you're looking for the music to the intro and you want the link to the second channel, both are below in the description. But can you do me a favor? Go ahead and hit the notifications button right now and follow me on Instagram. All right, guys, we are back at my normal spot that I normally go at. And you can see we got the dogs back there in the background. We got the wooded area over here. It's not going to be a 360 video, but you guys should see enough in order to know my environment. Okay, today what I'm going to be talking about is, I'm going to be talking about attract a woman without saying anything, but not saying anything doesn't mean not saying nothing. All right, what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is I like to preach less is more whenever it comes to women. And I think you guys are starting to actually grasp on to the fact that less is more when it comes to women. But a lot of you guys look at it like, well, I'm just not going to say anything and I'm going to be attractive because all the other guys are saying nothing. That's not necessarily true. In 1 out of a million cases, you may find it to where you walk in the room and you're the awkward one and there's some girl across the room who is attracted to you. Yes, you do have those situations that exist. But for the most part, when I say attract a woman without saying anything, most of the part is that you're not coming across as someone that's pursuing her. You have to realize majority of conversations that women have with guys that they just meet, the guy is subconsciously trying to pursue her. So today we're going to be breaking down exactly what do I mean by attract a woman without saying nothing. But saying nothing doesn't mean be quiet. Let's get to it. First, saying nothing means don't pursue her, little sister her. What do I mean, little sister? Okay, if you have a little sister, when you talk to your little sister, you talk to your little sister like you could teach her something, like she should listen to you, like she should understand. That's how you got to be towards the average woman. You got to be able to talk to her like you have something to teach her, and the little things that she's doing is actually immature. See, what you guys fear the most whenever it comes to women is the simple fact that they're going to do some things that you don't like, but you don't want to tell a woman the truth when she does things that you don't like because you're afraid of how she's going to react to it. Well, it happens that way when you first meet a woman that you're actually attracted to. When you're attracted to her, she may be the wrong woman, but you don't want to tell her she's the wrong woman. You just want to tell her things that's going to keep you in the vicinity and keep her allowing you to be around her. But what you want to do is the things that come out of your mouth have to be the truth, because all the other guys are lying to her. So when you talk, you don't talk like you're trying to pursue her and that she's doing everything good and her jokes are funny and you just want to have a conversation with her. You got to be able to point out her flaws. You got to be able to remind her that she's not a perfect person and that she's not somebody that's just going to get over on you because of looks. So you can't be afraid to be combative to the things that she's going to say, because that's what an older brother does to a little sister. He's always telling her her flaws. He's always telling her what she could do to correct herself because she's out here looking retarded. She's out here looking ridiculous. That's all you have to learn how to do. You have to learn to be able to call a woman out. And that's something that you guys don't do and that a woman is not used to that she really wants. You ever notice the guy that's the most ignorant, that you think is the most ignorant towards her, is the guy that keeps her attention because he says the things that you are afraid to say? Well, guess what? That's because he is little sister in her. And you would start to notice that the more truth that comes out of your mouth that aggravates a woman, the more she's actually going to respect you. That's a little secret that a lot of you guys don't understand whenever it comes to a woman, is that you're going to gain the respect by giving her the answers to her life that she wants, that other people are afraid to get. See, women want the brutally honest truth. All right. And that's something that a lot of you guys have to learn, is that the more you tell her the truth, the more she's going to be combative to the truth, the more she'll probably tell you that you're wrong, but the more respect that she's going to have for you whenever it comes to the long run, and you're going to start to be attractive to her. You would notice pimps, bad boys, and guys that just love to speak their mind, the alpha male that you wish you were to say the things that you want. These guys keep women. And the reason why they keep women is because they become attractive because they give women the truth. The more truthful you are, the more attractive you are towards a woman. Next, keeping her in the friend zone until she earns her way out. All right? What do I mean by that? What I mean by is once you go through the first step of putting her in the friend zone and little sister in her, now you keep her in the friend zone. But a lot of you guys may assume like, all right, if I keep her in the friend zone, when do I take her out of the friend zone? When she starts to prove herself. What do I mean prove herself? When she starts to ask you, what type of women do you like? When a woman starts to ask you what type of women you like, it's strictly because you haven't shown any signs that you're attracted to her in a sexual manner, or that you want to be with her, and that you may be talking to her just to hold conversation. See, a woman will know that at the beginning. So if she gets around to saying, hey, what type of women do you like? It's because she's not fully convinced that you like her. Why? Because you little sister her. You have to understand, bro, putting a woman in the friend zone is the worst thing that she wants to hear. It's the worst thing that she wants to go through because she doesn't have any power. But at the same time that she's powerless, she thinks that you're more alpha. So what you gotta realize is that the friend zone allows her to keep adjusting herself to your liking. She'll keep changing her hair, she'll keep changing her clothes, she'll keep changing her mindset until she figures out what you like. She will keep making these adjustments just to see what you like. Why? Because you haven't told her that you like anything about her. That's what attracting a woman without saying nothing. You're not giving her compliments. You're not asking her if she got a boyfriend. You're not asking her if she's this. You're like a basketball coach. You're just giving her the real and telling her exactly like it is while she's in the friend zone. And then all of a sudden, she'll start asking you, what type of women do you like? What type of women you want to be with? And if you just throw some answers out like, oh, I like this, and I may like that, I may like this, and I may like that, you'll notice the next time you see her, she may try to be that girl that you said you so-called kind of like. So understand, you put her in the friend zone, you don't try to sleep with her, you don't try to take her out on a date, y'all may do a couple things together, but never come across like you're trying to build a relationship. Wait for her to conform into being a woman that she thinks you like. That's the key that you guys have to understand. Women fear what they don't understand. They hate what they can't conquer. It's just a theory of women that became a monster. Next, learn to see through her and not what you're attracted to. What do I mean? Women nowadays can make themselves look sexy extremely fast. So whenever it comes to good looks, you have to be able to look past a woman's looks now, and you have to be able to look through her heart and her spirit and see things that she's not gonna show you. Too many of you guys, you fall for the look. You fall for the glam. You fall for the baby hair with the gel on the side. You fall for the eyelashes. You fall for the lipsticks. You fall for that because you're still jerking off, and before you go to sleep at night, you're pleasing yourself thinking about that type of woman, so your neurological system is gonna go crazy whenever you see a woman who resembles what you're using to please yourself. It's all psychological things, all right? But when you can learn to look at the stripper and you can learn to say, all right, she's a stripper, she's getting naked, she look good, I'm attracted to it, but her brain is off because she's insecure enough to take all her clothes off in front of people in order to get attention. Not only that, she's willing to try to grab the attention off of 20 other girls and 30, 40 other girls who are trying to do the same thing. Why? Because her brain is numb. She becomes moralless. She's in survival mode. And the only thing that you can do at this point is be a trick. When a woman is in survival mode, she tries to look her best. Understand, a single woman who's looking for a man is going to dress half naked. A single woman who ain't got no money is going to dress half naked because she knows that her beauty can actually add in revenue for what she wants. So when you see a woman using her beauty to actually bring in revenue, to actually bring in attention, to actually bring in what you would call a gold digger, she's done. You have to see through her. This is why you got guys like Mayweather who can get any girl he wants, but he's still particular about the type of women that he dates. Look at Rick Ross, can have any woman he wants, but he's particular about who he dates. Look at the greats out there. They're particular about who they date. They just don't run out and grab girls that are throwing at them. That's what ball players do, and some entertainers that are on the lower bracket do. When you're a cornball and you get some money and you ain't been trained on women, you're going to be a cornball with money. And she's still going to come from it. Why? Because these guys can't see through these women. It takes these type of guys to get played, to get rape allegations. Let me take that back. To get allegations and to go in and out of court before they learn. Most guys with money are going to go through turbulences with women before they learn what's the right type of woman. So you have to learn about women so you're able to see through them, while other guys will go through the experiences with women before they actually learn them. Next, there's nothing that you could say to a woman that she hasn't heard before. So understand, everything will be based on your actions. Your actions will determine exactly how she is going to treat you and how she's going to be attracted to you. This is why you have to have your life together. You have to know who you are. You have to know who you want to be. That way, when you get put inside the presence of these women, you're able to spot them before they're able to spot you. You have to be able to walk into a room and just be yourself and just learn to hold little conversations and not try to stunt too hard. See, a woman's gonna know if she walks in a room and all of a sudden two best friends are arguing with each other. Two friends are fighting with each other. All of a sudden, you want to start cracking jokes. All of a sudden, you start saying the same thing as everybody else. But when you walk in being yourself and you're not really treating her like you're attracted to it and you're just being you, you ain't asking about no boyfriend, you ain't trying to show out in front of other guys and prove who got the biggest dick and who have a pissing contest to see who's this in front of her, she's gonna be attracted to you because you're showing signs of maturity. All right? That's one thing that a person on top of his grind is going to do. He's going to show signs of maturity. When you're showing signs of maturity to her and she thinks that you're above all the other guys, you don't have to say anything. She's going to know because she gains experiences of men way faster than what you gain experiences to women. So when you start talking out of your mouth, you're going to actually ruin everything. Your actions and how you carry yourself is going to take you further as a person without saying nothing at all. So understand, there's nothing you're going to say to her that's going to magically make her like you. All right? And there's no way you can buy her. It's going to boil down to natural energy. In order for you to have good natural energy, you got to already be happy with yourself inside. If you are not happy with who you are as a person, get women out of your brain and start working on yourself. When you start working on yourself, you're going to get the greatest results, not just the easy results. This is Anthony Spade. Hopefully you guys are able to get the message behind the video on being attracted to a woman without saying anything doesn't necessarily mean say nothing. It just means say less. Hasta la vista.